the courage to love, know the secret of us. Don't hurry my love, nothing good gets away. Satyam jnanam anantam brahma, satyam jnanam anantam brahma, satyam jnanam anantam brahma, satyam jnanam anantam brahma. Wow, suparna sayuja sakaya samanam vriksham parishvasvajati kayoranya pittalam swadvatya nashnananyo abhijagashiti. Om Shiva Shri Shakti Shivoham Shaktyoham.
Om Shanti. If a man says that he desires something, the proof of his desire would be known only by the intensity of his effort. If a man says that I wish, I desire to achieve this, how intense is the desire, how resolute he is, and what efforts he is putting into it. Only these things would determine, would let us know that, yes, he really desires it. Otherwise, it's no desire, but just a wishful thinking, a wishy-washy dream. People have worked a lot to understand this one word, determination, dridhata. What is it? How does it operate? And what is its relationship with success? Wish, dream, desire, and resolute desire. There is a difference. Mere wishing will not help. Simply dreaming will not help. Mere desiring may not help. But the desire has to become intense, passion, a sort of an obsession. The idea should catch the mind fully, completely. Then only the object of the desire is manifested. Otherwise, it remains a far cry. End. There are multiple Murlis where Baba has discussed about determination. The determination of your sankalpa is the factor that determines the scale of your success. How much successful you become. Everything depends upon your determination, your will. And determination has got 3 components. They call this the anatomy of determination. Discipline, ambition, and willfulness. These are the 3 components of determination. This picture is known as the anatomy of determination. People have worked a lot on this. And Baba often gives reference to all these words. So yesterday we were discussing about different divine plays which we ought to play, and certain plays which we should shun. उसके बाद बाबा बोले, दोनों भट्टी में बच्चे आए हुए उमंग उत्साह से भट्टी कर रहे, तो बच्चों को क्या सौगात देंगे। बाबा का अति स्नेह भी है और अब समय अनुसार बाबा के पास भिन्न भिन्न राखियां भी आ रही है, तो बाबा भी बच्चों को अद्भुत राखी सौगात देते हैं। तो क्या देखा, बाबा का कहना और सौगातें हाजिर हो गई। वह क्या थी, बड़ी शक्तिशाली सुंदर राखी। वतन में तो सब चमकती हुई चीजें दिखाई देती है, जैसे राखी होती है वैसे राखी थी, लेकिन राखी के बीच में एक रोज फ्लावर था जिसके बीच में लिखा था दृढ़ता सफलता। So Baba is gifting a very unique, a very special, a very powerful, a very shining Rakhi. And this Rakhi had a rose flower on which was written Safalta, Dridta, success and determination. They are directly proportionate to each other. How intense your determination is, that dictates the success of your desire, your dream. So the first component of determination is discipline. Somebody wants to become healthy, so that's a dream. But when it comes to doing exercise, he has a huge list of excuses. Oh, it's too cold. I can't get up. I am feeling tired. There is already pain in my body. Why should I exercise? Nobody is exercising and still they are healthy. I am very busy. And this is not the only thing I have to do. I have so many commitments and so many things in my bucket list. Other than exercise. Exercise we can do anytime. I do whole day all my household chores. We are not here to become bodybuilders. So you have a huge list of lame excuses. But for anything, you need discipline, self-discipline. Athlete lives with continuous pain in his body, and he gets addicted to that pain. He loves that pain. A warrior loves that pain. Unless and until there are wounds and scratches and abrasions on his body, he just don't enjoy. He doesn't enjoy anything. They are like their ornaments, decorations. They embellish his body. The first and the foremost thing which is needed is discipline. Without discipline, it's not possible. There is a story of a small boy, Glenn. This Glenn was poor. He used to work in a school. He was not the student there, but he was like a worker, a laborer, a boy who would clean things, who would cook. And once he went inside the school to do his routine duties, suddenly a fire broke out. And the roof, the woods started falling down. Somehow he was saved, but they found that he was badly scarred. So he was in the hospital in a very, very critical stage. And somehow he heard doctor talking to his mother. This boy may not survive. He is so badly injured. He is so badly burnt. But after a few days, he came out of all that and he did survive. Again, the boy heard the doctor talking to his mother. Though your son has survived, but his lower limbs are badly damaged. There's hardly any power. The muscle mass is totally gone. Limbs are there but with no motor powers. It would have been better that this boy would have died. To live a life of a crippled, as if paralyzed. The boy was in his bed hearing this conversation, but he was determined that I would walk. Though it was impossible, he was discharged from the hospital and the boy came home. He was in the wheelchair. Every day his mother would massage. There was no power in his limbs. They were without any muscle mass, but his mother was also determined. And she kept him massaging him, trying all sorts of treatment for him. And the boy was totally determined that I would walk. Nobody can stop me from walking. And every day he would go on his wheelchair. But one day, his determination was so firm, so resolute, that he jumped out of the wheelchair and fell down. Again he got up. He tried to walk and fell down, and every day he started doing this. And gradually he developed powers. His limbs, lower limbs, his legs started becoming stronger and stronger. And then with wheelchair, with walker, and with stick, with clutches, at different periods of his life, he started going to school again. But then his willpower was so strong that he wanted to do something. And gradually he started running. This boy, Dr. Glenn Cunningham, he became one of the fastest runners. He broke 1934 Olympic world record of running a mile. 1 mile means 1.6 kilometers in 4 minutes, 7 seconds and some milliseconds. So he became one of the greatest runners. Doctor had said that he would never walk. He broke the world record with his burnt, crippled legs. His legs were burnt, but not the mind. His legs were paralyzed, but not the mind. It is when the mind is paralyzed that we can't walk. The first part of determination is discipline. How disciplined you are. A yogi life is a disciplined life. If you throw all rules and regulations overboard, you become a bunch of laziness, living a listless, dead life, with no zeal, with no enthusiasm, with no animation. Life is something that should bubble with newness, with creativity, with enthusiasm, with new adventures. Live a life of adventures. Live a life of living dangerously. A yogi life is a life of insecurity. A yogi life is a life of perils. It's a walking on double-edged sword. A courageous man also fears, and a coward also fears. To become courageous doesn't mean that you get rid of fear. Fear is there. Fear is always there. Even the most courageous man is fearful. But the difference in a coward and a fearful man is that, in spite of the fear, a courageous man takes the risk and go ahead, willing to face all the consequences. The expression of courage in the face of fear is called abhaya. That's the first quality which is given amongst divine virtues in the 16th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, abhayam. You don't fear. Nothing can stop me. I am unstoppable. I am a Porsche with no brake. I am confident. I am invincible. I don't need batteries to play. The second is your ambition, your desire, the strength of your desire, the intensity of your desire, the gravity of your desire, the weight of your desire. If the desire is flimsy and superficial, it will not work. If you desire something, if you want something, the desire has to be very deep. A fakir was going and a man comes and the man says that I want to achieve God. The fakir says, do you really want to achieve God? He says, yes. Then come with me. And he takes the man to a river, and the fakir is a very sturdy man, while that man is a thin-built, emaciated person. And the fakir says, take a dip in the water. And the man takes the dip and the fakir catches hold of his neck and keeps it down. And the man is struggling like a fish for breath. The fakir is continuously holding. But now the thin-built man develops so much courage and power and strength that after a particular period of time, he just throws the hand of fakir. He garners so much strength. And the man said, what sort of joke is this? I was about to die. And the fakir says, what you desired the most when you were inside the water? And the man says, breath. Is your desire to achieve God? Is of this intensity? Is your desire to become like the Father Brahma? Is of this intensity? Your desire is so cold, lackluster. It's no desire at all. It is just your dream. I want to become complete, perfect. Everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody wants to die. If you want to go to heaven, the first criteria is you must die. Die alive. Die to this old world. Without death, there is no rebirth. Without crucifixion, there is no resurrection. Remembrance of Baba is the crucifixion. Crucify yourself and die. And then there would be renaissance. And then there will be resurrection, new life. So the criteria for living a new life is death. Intensity of your ambition. If you want to achieve something, just leave everything apart Just focus on that one thing. Think of it, dream of it. Forget every other thing. And this is how spiritual giants are produced. And this is how you scale the heights of success. You reach the summit of the mountain. This is a journey from nadir to zenith. From the lowest ebb to the highest point. The desire, the willingness, the courage, the daring, the guts you have determines the success. So the second thing in determination is your desire, your ambition. And the fourth, it's something very similar, willfulness. You are ready to take all the risks. You are ready to fall. You are ready to fail. You are ready to get hurt. One of the boxers says, you are already hurt. So why you are already in pain. Now take advantage from your pain. You are already in pain. You are already hurt. Now milk your pain. Exploit your pain to your own advantage. Rather than falling down and yielding, rise up again. Muster up your courage. So discipline, ambition and willfulness. Give up the laziness, the listlessness, the lackadaisical attitude, and rise in strength, rise in courage. Make the mind very powerful. There is one Murli where Baba had said, powerful mind. A powerful mind is what is needed. A mind that knows no defeat. A mind that knows no tiredness. A mind that is stable, unflappable, unflinching, unruffled. No matter how much upheaval there is in the atmosphere, how much turbulence the trials and tribulations of life is bringing, but a powerful mind remains unflappable, undisturbed. The ability to keep the mind undisturbed is the sign of a yogi. A yogi means a stable mind. He is not an emotional slave. Throw away all the emotional slavery. There's one Murli, 18th July, 1971. Baba has said, you must know the great difference, Mahan Antar. If you want to become powerful, just remember two words, Man Manabhav, Mahan Mantra and Mahan Antar. The great difference. What is the difference? The truth and the untruth. The essence and the essence is less. In everything, just try to find out the difference. What is the difference? Somebody fails and somebody succeeds. What is the root cause of this failure and what is the secret of success? See the difference. Mahan Antar. In everything, see this Antar, this difference. And Mahan Mantra, Man Manabhav. Just focus on these two things and success would be yours. Why somebody succeeds and why somebody doesn't? Why somebody is poor and somebody has become rich? Why somebody is having flourishing business and why somebody's business is dwindling down? Why you see that somebody in such a short time is progressing by leaps and bounds, while somebody is dragging behind, walking at snail's pace. See the difference everywhere. What your life was before you came to Baba and what life has become now. What life was when you never came to Madhuban And when you are coming to Madhuban for the first time, what is the life before doing bhakti in Madhuban and what is the life after doing bhakti in Madhuban? Know the difference. Contemplate on this difference. Churn this difference. And you will be filled with new realization, new understanding. And it is the understanding that frees you. It is the knowledge that liberates you. Simply desiring will not help. Some effort is needed, or rather great effort is needed. So determination means, the anatomy of determination includes discipline, ambition, and will. A strong will, a determinate will, an unflinching will. If I don't achieve, then who will achieve? And this is the time to achieve. Baba said, the vehicle of time is going. You should not miss the bus. Uttishta Jagrata. Rise up. Wake up. Prapya Varanya Bodhata. And achieve the goal. Om Shanti.